Welcome, everybody. This is Adrian lately. Now, since the interview with Katt Williams on Club Shay Shay, everybody has been making their responses to the interview. Most are in agreement with Katt Williams, and a lot of people who Katt Williams mentioned in his interview are kind of sidestepping responding to Katt Williams in an attempt to kind of dismiss what he says and not really address the issues that he brought up. Now, recently, Aries Spears, who I didn't really notice that he said his name, but Aries Spears, who is also a comedian, and he's actually quite good and probably should be even better than he is. But anyway, he basically called the interview or called Katt's expressions unnecessary and pointless.
I'm asking myself, why did he do something that was both unnecessary and absolutely pointless? And in reading the comments, you know, it's I can tell we love drama by the shit we say, you know. Protect Katt at all costs. We gotta protect Katt. He the GOAT. He the GOAT. And I want to address both those things. All right, number one, the GOAT thing is a useless title. Every comedian, every entertainer, every performer is the GOAT to their fan base. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer are the GOATs to their fan base. Wanda Sykes, everybody he called out, Ricky Smiley, Kevin Hart, Chris Tucker, they're all GOATs to their fan base. I get called a GOAT and a legend all the time. If you think I'm tooting my own horn, look at my comedy clips. Go through the comments. Aries, you a GOAT. You a legend. While that's flattering, it's a useless title. There can only be one GOAT, and his name was Richard Pryor. I remember one of my favorite things to watch was the 30 for 30 with Shaq on ESPN when he was playing for the Orlando Magic. And in his younger days, he goes, you know, when people would ask me whose team is it, when you're in your 20s, you care about shit like that. I had to let people know it was my team. But as I got older, I realized that's a useless title because the ultimate goal was to win a championship. So as far as y'all saying who the GOAT is, Katt is your GOAT. I understand that. But that's a useless title. Then you say things like, yo, we got to protect Katt at all costs. Protect him at all costs. Did he cure cancer? Did he cure AIDS? Did he end racism? Did he figure out black poverty? Turn the volume down. Protect Katt at all costs. Knock it off. Keep it in perspective. This is a news cycle. That's all this is. It's a news cycle.
So I would probably say he doesn't really understand what Katt has done or the point that Katt was trying to make. Firstly, he chalks up the reaction to Katt Williams' interview on Shay Shay that black people love drama.
Black people, we love drama. We love drama. We stew in it. We love it so much that we allow it to be detrimental to the progress of us and a culture. We absolutely love it.
It's not that black people love drama. It's because what he's saying is so important. It is what it is, really. And what makes it important is that there are a lot of people who watch other people get rich and appreciation and famous of their work. And sometimes people accept it. Sometimes they're just okay with the compensation that they're getting and they know other people get rich, but they don't rub it in their faces. Pause. Imagine again if the people at the top of the NBA had their friends who were no good at basketball playing every day and they were getting a lot of money and they were going to the street hoops to find out how to play and getting all the styles and all that, getting all the styles and tricks and all that, and then going back to the NBA and saying they came up with all these things and were not putting on any of the street players or the street ballers, but they were making money off what they were doing. That's kind of what Katt Williams is saying. They're bullying and taking their work because they are bigger. And then when Katt wouldn't say anything because he feels at least people would know that we did this when the time comes and they want to know who did it, then they would tell the truth. And that is what Katt Williams is saying. So when Aries says that it's just because black people love drama, he is minimizing the reaction. The reaction of the interview shows how important what Katt Williams is saying. And it's not just what he's saying, but what it means. Yes, Kevin will be alright. Steve Harvey will still be rich. But what it means is that people will be less inclined to stealing other people's work material. In the black sector of comedy, it happens a lot. And a lot of people give it a pass because, they're allowing another person to eat. But when you haven't done the work and you take someone's material and they don't see that you've been doing any work, but they just see that you take this and you go out there to this big audience that you have and make a whole heap of money. And then to make it worse, you're saying that it's your work. You're not trying to give the person who helped you the same kind of help that they gave you. So I think Katt Williams' interview was really about being real and being appreciative. If I help you to make $1 million, you already made this $1 million. What does it take from you to say that I helped you to make this $1 million? Unless you're trying to keep me down while you are going up. If I help you to get up there and an opportunity comes where you can help me to get up there, and instead of saying Katt Williams is a great writer, you're saying, oh, I made it up myself. I didn't take this from Katt Williams. It's very disappointing and angering. So I believe that is what a lot of people took from Katt Williams' interview, which Aries Spears doesn't seem to understand the value of the interview and what it means to people. But anyway, he also mentioned Taraji P. Henson. Of course, Taraji P. Henson went viral the other day after she went to an interview and broke down, lamenting that she hasn't even had a raise in her casting price since Proud Mary.
So hard being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Yeah. Well, have to. The math ain't mathin'.
And felt that she wasn't being financially appreciated at the level that she saw that her career is, because of course Taraji P. Henson is world famous and is one of the best black actresses out there right now. But what Aries Spears is trying to say is that people are paying attention to Katt Williams' interview when what Taraji P. Henson is saying is more important.
There's a young, beautiful black actress who we all know and love, who recently has been all over social media, literally in tears, because she's not getting the money that her white female counterparts get. Taraji P. Henson.
Really and truly, this is a separate issue. We're not talking about Taraji. It's like someone deflecting and say, what about this? What about that? What we are dealing with is what Katt Williams is saying. And at the same time, it really is the same thing. Because she works and whoever hires her, whether it be Oprah or anybody else, they know the value of her work. They know the value of what she's doing. And yet still she doesn't get paid the way that they themselves would want to get paid for doing the same work. And in the case of Oprah Winfrey, she would expect that Oprah would look out for her the way that she would look out for Oprah. And it's the same thing because Katt Williams is watching Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer get famous and rich of his work. Well, not Steve Harvey, but Cedric the Entertainer. And at the same time, Katt Williams is blackballed, and because he doesn't say anything, people just say and say more and more egregious things against him. And this interview was really out of frustration for that fact. So Katt Williams has really taken a stand for many other people who are in his situation. And that is what I don't think that Aries Spears has realized. Anyway, people, let me know what you think in the comments. Hit like and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to get videos as soon as they are released.